Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the originals. This is episode 13 of season 2. Thanks for my video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. The first 12 episodes of this season have been uploaded, as well as season 1. And I swear down, right, last episode was so good, and your comments literally have got me so excited. Every single person is buzzing that Freya is in the show. Now I'm buzzing as well because first of all, she seemed like a dominant witch. She seems so strong, and I'm excited as well because obviously we've got 1A, a new strong witch coming in, and 2B, that there's going to be a moment where Dahlia comes in the show. Now, this is what fascinates me the most, right? Is Freya going to side with her, or is Freya going to side with the Michelsons? Now, this is what excites me. I'm really intrigued, and I think that they've done such a good job of not overplaying the characters that it is fully draw me into the story. You know, we've got little dabbles here and there, a couple of flashbacks, like Freya getting took as a kid, you know, and then we're getting them being scared, you know, of what is it, Esther saying, mate, if Dahlia knew that the first child was still alive, she'd come back for us all. Do you know what I mean? We've not even seen any Dahlia scenes, but then we're getting that and that. Then we've got a few Freya teases in the episode when in the sanctuary, and then boom, we got a last episode. And she seems like a really nice person, in my opinion, so far, of the evidence that I've been provided. You know, everything can change, but with the evidence that we've been given, I'm intrigued. We first seen her, obviously, watching kind of Rebecca when she was asleep. She can get out of the room that she was in. This necklace has got to have some sort of significance because it was taken off her by one of the people in the episode, and then she killed that person, and at the very end she took it back. But her first introduction, she was sat in front of a TV, she was laughing at Tom and Jerry, you know, she's like, you're guessing the first time she's ever seen cartoons, and Rebecca went over, didn't even know who she was, yeah, she was like, oh, new girl, here's an apple, I've stole it, you know, us girls have got to stick together, and she just gave her a cheeky smile, and she left. And I think the moral of the last episode was, treat people with respect, even if you don't know them, and good things happen towards you. Whether it's an action off them, or it's other people witnessing it, or if it's God just saying, well done, you know, you're such a great person. Good stuff comes towards people who are good people. So, in that episode, we had Rebecca help Cassie. Then we had Rebecca help Freya. And then later on in the episode, Cassie betrayed Rebecca. You know, she was scared. I'm assuming she was scared because she found one of the people that was actually attacking Freya. Freya was getting attacked, right? Rebecca ran over, gave a good clock to one of them, had a fight, and then he grabbed her, put her down, smashed her hand with like a metal rod or something. I'm guessing broke her fingers. And then obviously later on in the episode, that person that had done that was killed off Freya. And then obviously Cassie found that body. She thought it was Rebecca that had done it. She went and grassed them up. They come in. They was fighting Rebecca. They was trying to punish her. You know, Freya went having none of it. She stood up, she boom, zapped them all towards the wall. Yeah, she went over, she grabbed Cassie, made her bleed from the eyes. And the only other time we've actually seen that is when all the ancestors have been channeled, when they done it to Genevieve when she was bleeding out her eyes. You know, that was a whole coven of ancestral witches, yet Freya had the ability to do it on her own to Cassie in the present. And then she went to the doors of the sanctuary that's not been opened, that have literally been like impossible, smashed it open, mate, no problem. Went outside, said to Rebecca, said, look, I'm your sister, and I want to meet your brothers. She said, and they better be on the best behaviour when I do. And then she smashed the gates open and she just waddled off, mate. No problem, no dramas, it was decent. And obviously Rebecca at the end of the episode went and said hello to Klaus in her new body form. But obviously in that episode as well, Klaus, he was attacking Jackson. He was consistently fighting him. He was looking like he was going to kill him, and he was saying, mate, he does not want him to know his secret. He'll do anything. He was arguing with Hayley the whole episode that he'll do everything to protect Hope, and Hayley was counteracting him saying, look, I'm going to do everything to protect Hope as well. I think this is the best way. Klaus was like, no, I think this is the best way. And he said, like, my opinion is the highest opinion on this matter, and what I say goes, and you are not going to marry him. Well, Hayley was like, well, good thing that I don't listen to nobody. I take orders from no one, myself. And she just went with it. Now, obviously, Klaus kidnapped Jackson. He was fighting him. Looked like he was about to kill him. Jackson was like, look, mate, if you're going to kill me, fine, but please promise me that you're going to honour my thing with Hayley, and you're going to help her protect all of the wolves. Do you know what I mean? That is his end goal, really. Jackson, that's what he wants to do, protect the pack, where Klaus, he wants to protect Hope, but also as well, he kind of thinks that Jackson's using her, and Hayley then jumped in just as it looked like, well, I thought Klaus was going to spare Jackson anyway, but he might have been killing him, but I thought he was going to spare him. Hayley jumped in, started fighting Klaus. Klaus stood up, said, look, you have got fighting, you little wolf, you know, if you want to marry him, go for it, but I'll tell you one thing, if you do anything to her, Jackson, I'm going to come after you, I'm going to put your head on a stick, and I'm going to plant it right outside your grandma's house. So that was good as well. And then we finally got Finn and Cole what's going on with them. Finn's still trying to work out what Klaus is hiding. He actually figured it out at the end. You know, he went round all the houses. He's literally gone through every nook and cranny and then settled on the baby. You know, fair play. He's got his answer. It's not confirmed, but that's what he's fully believing. And he wants Marcel now and his vampires to help him go search for it. But in the episode as well, Cole, he was trying to distract Finn while Davina and Aiden went in the back to get Josh. And he knew. Finn knew that was going on. He said to Cole, you know, you're just a little snake, mate. You just come on anyone's side. You come on my side if I'm winning. You go on Klaus's side if you're winning. Cole said, mate, I do whatever I do to stay alive. And then Finn went, well, you know what? I'm going to take away the ability for you to body jump. That means you're going to be condemned to this one life and you're going to die in this body. You're not going to be able to change. And I think he said that he's going to die in the next few weeks or days or something, which is absolutely crazy. So Cole, man, I feel like he's going to be gone out the show soon. So that's madness. We got Freya in, possibly Cole out. I do want Dahlia to come in, so we've got the whole family in one timeline just before obviously people start exiting. But I can't wait to jump into today's episode. If you guys do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode. Oh, he's trying to find hope in there. Check it out, mate. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, here we go. Oh, yes, mate.
Who are you? I'm gonna ask you again before I ask much less nicely. Who are you?
We used to climb into the trees when we were planning a bit of mischief. Don't break my heart and tell me you've forgotten me.
Freya.
Fucking well excited because she had a good connection with Rebecca as well. It's a sick picture.
Our supposed long-lost sister?
There's not much to discuss, Elijah. Said she was Freya and then darted off into the night. Did seem familiar somehow.
And how is she still alive? Question as ridiculous as its possible solutions given this family's annoying predilection for cheating death. Well, did you happen to ask if Dahlia lives as well?
Let me turn back time and do it again to your liking then.
For now, it remains imperative that no one learns of Hope's existence.
Unless Haley's husband-to-be starts flapping his gum.
Haley's getting married. What in hell else did I miss?
I actually think that Jackson will not spill the secret. That's my personal opinion. Now, obviously, every single time I make one of these opinions, I'm always wrong. But that, I've got a gut feeling.
Why do people keep leaving broomsticks on the porch?
Back in the day, it wasn't easy getting a preacher out here. Then the community would let you jump the broom.
Oh.
When the caravan's rocking, don't come knocking, mate.
I would have been happier with a mini press. What are you working on?
I started this for your little girl when you lived here before. Figured it was time to finish it. I'm getting word from a few packs outside of Louisiana. They want to be here for the wedding.
Pack's growing.
You think other alphas will step down and bow to you?
They're coming here today to do just that. They want what you have, Haley. You are going to have one hell of an army to protect your little girl.
My question is, right, who these get married, who is the alpha? Is it Jackson or is it Haley or is it together? Because to me, I know I've just said I don't think Jackson will spill the beans, but I feel like Jackson is gaining everything. He's gaining a wife, he's gaining a massive, massive wolf army that he's the leader of. And Haley's only gaining protection of Hope. Now, obviously, that protection is key, but she don't really love him, does she? She's doing this for her child, and this guy's just getting everything, and she's just getting something. Does that make sense? So I'm interested, because to me, Haley is way more of an alpha than Jackson. And can females be the alphas? If not, that needs to change. She needs to show her dominance.
Finn has Marcel.
Why?
I don't know, nor do I know where they are, what they're doing, or what specifically to do about it.
He's
But the
dying.
traitor thinks he can just waltz in here like he's welcome.
I came here because I need your help.
Figure out how to undo your wicked little body swap, and then we can talk about help.
He's put a curse on me, Nick. I am dying.
Well, you're hardly the champion of truth-telling.
Of course. Look, I know what I've done. Trying to pull one over on your Bex. You deserved it. I don't deserve to die.
What kind of con are you playing?
The con I hate the most, the truth.
Even as a boy, Cole never lied once caught out on the act.
Nick, I was helping Marcel for Davina. He's trying to get a secret out of him, something he thinks Marcel knows about you.
Marcel doesn't know anything about anything.
I'm here because of a spell that Dahlia cast. Placing me in a deep sleep for a century. only to then wake for a single year of life. She said if a witch can't be immortal, this was the next best thing.
The way you're speaking of her, you're saying that Dahlia's still alive.
I fled from her long ago and have been running ever since.
Did she ever speak to you about the curse she placed on this family? The one that said she can take the firstborn of every generation?
Our siblings are vampires. There are no firstborns for her to take.
The hybrid. You had a daughter.
What's this
Where is she?
necklace, mate?
I've been searching for her, but she's been impossible to find.
Nothing is impossible to find, Finn.
She's just gonna whip it out like it's now.
And rippleweed
Yeah.
and a few other items. Come to understand a hard lesson in our time apart. You have to let some things die so that others might live.
Yes, mate, that was so good. You have to let some things die so others can live, but it'd be such a hypocritical move for her to do, to go after Hope, right, when she's still alive, when she should have died. Does that make sense? So, I'm interested. Now, Finn, I don't know Finn. Obviously, he's played the bad guy ever since he's come in. But I don't know. Now he's seen Freya. I don't know if she's going to change or not. I actually don't know. I'm just really intrigued with every single person. I don't know what they're all going to do. That's the mad thing now. What are we on now? Episode 12, 13? I can't remember now. One of those. I still don't know what each character is going to do each episode. I still don't know who's good and who's bad. Get G up, mate. I love G.
It's that can-do spirit that makes you the perfect choice. I have a job for you.
Oh.
You care to reconsider?
Oh. Yes, Finn.
What do you want me to do?
To bring me Haley's blood.
Oh, she yanked the tablecloth and that knick-knack fell on her.
I'll see she heals. Wow, that's so interesting.
So what is the secret anyway?
Only known by those who have earned the right to be aware of it.
He's a lot stronger than something some weak old witch and I can do.
Now, hang on, I might not be trained, but
We need a stronger witch. Call Davina.
No. I don't want him to know that I'm sick.
Then do a better bloody job.
I just need time.
If we can use his own spell against him, once he's locked in his body, I can end our collective woes with a
Oh,
brief snap of the
clever.
neck. You came into my home, asking for my help. This is it.
I wanted one thing for years, to drive a dagger into his heart. The look on your face. It worked.
Oh, God.
You've done the work to face your atrocities. The truth is, it's just going to take some time to settle. In cases like yours, sometimes not dwelling on the problem is more productive than examining it through the minutiae of therapy. This house, though charming, is completely falling apart.
Mend the home, mend the man.
Can we all appreciate that was the absolute shittest placement of a plaster I've ever seen? The cut was like this big and Elijah missed it. Literally, he was still hanging out of the plaster.
Hey, you guys, come on. Let's go to the water.
Looks like I got some competition. The meeting's taking place up at Mary's. I'll be right there.
Wait. Remember our friendship when I tell you why I'm here. Finn sent me to get your blood for a locator spell. Find your daughter. I gotta give him something. He's killing one of my guys every hour until he gets it.
You come simpering for brotherly love, and the whole time you're plotting against me with that damn dagger.
See, whilst you and Rebecca and Elijah all hang portraits and share secrets, I'm the odd one out. You want to find a way to kill him, then you can figure it out yourself.
your stupid temper will be the end of you one day.
Oh, he's bleeding. Guy's going soon.
Are you calling to gloat, you venomous, venomous animal?
There's no need for such language. I need you to draw some of Klaus's blood. Bring me some in an hour, and I'll heal you.
It would be my pleasure.
Pick up the damn phone, Elijah. Finn is trying to find Hope.
Oh, that was sick.
Oh, you're angry, are you? Well, join the party. I've been here 1,000 years.
I'm not the bad guy in this chapter of our family's story. Got a family who didn't care if I lived or if I died.
No.
Go on, kill me.
I'm not gonna kill you, you idiot.
Just the one you dagger repeatedly.
I've daggered all of you! Stop this drivel about being singled out and unloved. You are a Michelson. You're my blood, and I need you.
Talk about family, family this, family that. I haven't even earned the right to share your secrets, have I?
Prove yourself. It's not too late.
You've got to trust me for once in your life, and I will stand by your side. I promise. I know enough about dark magic to know that I'm hexed. There's no reversing what Finn's done to me. Which makes him a murderer and a liar. And if I'm gonna die, I'll be damned if he gets what he wants.
Help me, and I will share my secret with you.
He'll be in the bell tower of the St. Louis Cathedral. Go inside my head, find the spell. Let's finish this.
Fucking hell, mate. How intense was that? Literally, that was an amazing scene. I thought it was so good. I thought Cole's acting was so good. Just makes you think, man, they've not utilised him enough. Like, you see somebody pull out acting like that, and I just think, man, they've been underused. Like, obviously, he's played his role to perfection, so to speak. He's done the brother that he's supposed to be. But when I look at him like that, I just think, oh, man, that was so good, Cole. And Klaus as well. Klaus is always good at the shouting scenes, but I love that scene. Absolutely loved it. And I can't believe he's been hexed. I didn't even put that together. Every single person that we've seen hexed have died, haven't they? They've gone crazy. I actually just can't believe that Cole's died in the Vampire Diaries and he's here and he's going to die again. I actually firmly believe that he is going to die. I can't believe that, Finn as well was like double crossing him. He's like, yeah, get the blood, I'll heal you. He's like, I know that's just not going to happen. Now, I want to know that, okay, I've just said that we've seen hexes and then nobody retracts them. They've been unable to do that. But what if you had such a powerful witch like Dahlia or Freya? Do you know what I mean? Somebody so strong that can do spells that take big covens of witches to do, but they can do it on their own singular. Maybe she can do it. And, you know, I'm not having that everything. In terms of the supernaturals that we've watched across both programmes, there's always a way. There's always something that can counter something. Do you know what I mean? Right now we haven't got the answer to this hex, and I don't think that we're going to get it by the time Cole dies. But there's got to be a reversible spell or something down the line that we find out.
Wolves are bonded by what is most important to us, the blood of our past.
I need some of your blood. I'll explain later.
Your timing's perfect.
We irrevocably bind ourselves to one another. Do you renounce your alpha status?
So good. I have loads of questions. I know I keep pausing it, but there's loads of stuff going on. Like, these guys are bending the knee right now before they've even seen anything that could happen. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like they took the rings off, didn't they? And they dropped it in that thing. And it's like, why did you take them off 10 days before the wedding? Do you know what I mean? Like, I would have still worn them up until that point. Now, how did he even know Jackson's a good alpha? And how does he even know that he's going to go through with what he says he's going to do? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's all those questions that, like, I think... I mean, it might have been raised. Obviously, we're not seeing that. It'd be too much info for us to do. But I always have those questions. Kind of looks like a Disney castle over there.
Where is he? Is this a trick?
This is the remnant of a spell.
Admire its artistry later. Tell me what he set in motion.
It's a symbol for baby. That's it, isn't it? Your baby's still alive.
He knew where she was all along.
Isn't it? It's not answering his phone all day.
Finn knows about hope, about everything.
Has he gone on his own or is Freya gone? Sealed. She only knows that because of the shit plaster placement.
I don't know if the pediatric ward would approve of Uncle Elijah using vampire blood to heal boo-boos.
I think that this baby can do it itself.
Elijah will protect them.
I can't sever the link, but there is something that we can try. It'll take power of our own.
How'd you find me?
Little help from our sister. We have more than one, and I get the sense she doesn't like you all that much.
He's going after her. I have to get there.
Wait.
No way that Elijah is gonna let anything happen to your baby. Go help Jackson. Build the army that'll help keep her safe tomorrow.
That's my blood. You always were pathetic.
You have the audacity to call me name. What I do now, I do for the members of my family who can still be saved.
Oh. Really, like Finn. Now, in terms of like, the word like can be very misinterpreted. As in, I am not a big Finn fan. As in, yeah, it's my favourite character. But like, I like watching him do his work. I like every scene that he's in. I like what he's doing. Now, I don't like what he's doing as in going after Hope, but everything that he's doing is in like tricking everybody. You know, hexing Cole, tricking Klaus, tricking Elijah, you know, stabbing him then, killing him. It's just like, I'm loving watching it. Now, I'm not a big Finn fan. Like, I don't like that he's trying to go after Hope, but everything that he's doing is thoroughly entertaining me. Literally, very much entertaining me. I say it every single time that who would have thought that when Finn was introduced, I thought he was a boring guy. And look at him now.
We're not here to disrupt Finn's power. We're trying to overload it. You'll either have to release the power or I'll let it kill him.
In case you're wondering, this is the side of you I like.
I'm gonna get you back in your body, Vex.
Mystical artifacts and dark objects galore from my own personal collection.
Son, half this stuff is mine. You're gonna trust me with this.
Whatever you need.
I want Cole to be on their side. I literally just want everybody. I want him to stay alive and I want him to be part of their team. Oh, it's the vampires.
You don't have to do this!
I'm sorry, but I do.
Get the Alphas to the cabin. I'll hold them off.
Try to keep my guys alive.
Ditto!
How's Marcel got in? He wasn't invited.
Just weather the storm until we figure that out.
Do you remember the first time we seen him die and come back to life? It was mental, wasn't it? After Damon and Stefan stabbed him. He looks so good.
We just need something to put it over the top.
I am a vampire werewolf hybrid with 10 centuries of blood on my hands. Channel me. Do not fail me.
So exciting, man. Honestly, how intense is this? We've not even seen Freya at all either. Oh, check that. Oh, gas.
I don't want to kill you, Gia.
They broke the spell.
Would you go in there and stab Michael and stab his mum? I would.
I'm a little surprised it worked myself.
I am not gonna let you die.
How many alphas stayed alive?
Elijah will protect her, I know it. We need to get married as soon as possible.
Tell me it worked.
We did our bit. It's back to being a normal, regular strength maniacal bastard.
But in this moment, I am reminded once again of something Elijah has always said. Family is power.
Speaking of Elijah,
He will prevail.
Oh, Camille's coming back as well.
It's okay.
Do your soiled clothes serve as a reminder of your filthy memories? Perhaps of the innocent Tatya? I suppose your little niece never really had a chance.
We're proper stalling. How slow we're going here. See what I mean? What's going on?
My mind is quite clear.
Yes, son.
You have disgraced this family for the last time.
Goodbye,
brother.
What? How's that? Mate, is she fucking doing shit? Get in there, hole. An episode, this is, like, honestly, I don't even know where I would rank it. I think so much stuff going on. It is flu, honestly, right? Hope, she definitely healed herself. Now, she teased us saying that she doesn't approve of Elijah giving a bit of vampire blood onto the cut. Nah. I think that kid done it. And the kid sensed that there was danger, cut the power of the car. The house had blew up, turned the power back on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, madness. Now, first of all, I've got to say, little disappointed that Freya helped go after the baby. Now, she should know the situation that baby's in. It's happened to her. Usually in life, you don't want other people to experience your bad experiences. You don't want that to happen again onto somebody else. She knows the pain of being taken away from her family and what it's caused her. She's been caused to live 1 year and then in a box for 100, then 1 year, then in a box for 100 again. Kind of what she was saying there. That's what I think she was saying. She knows that the toll that takes on her, and it's not really healthy. And now she's willing to do that to somebody else. Do you know what I mean? It's mad. Now, obviously, she did say that Dahlia's strong as F, mate, and she's been on the run ever since, and she's reluctant, as in, like, once she finds you, she'll come after you, she'll try and kill you. So she's crapping it as well. So, again, another person that is shitting it from Dahlia. Now, we've seen it. Each time someone shits it, the person that's shitting it is stronger each time. So, to me, the strongest person that we've seen is Freya. And she is still scared of Dahlia, which excites me. Do you know what I mean? Like, it really does. Can't wait for her to join in. Now, loads of stuff happened this episode that was absolutely amazing. I thought the acting in this episode, singular, just focus on the acting scenes, not the story, just the actors and the actresses. They deserve some credit because they were so good. Like, loads of this episode, I was just drawn in to how good they was all acting. It was great. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's video. Now, what an episode. What an episode. Now, obviously, we started with the embrace between Finn and Freya. And, you know, she was smiling. And then when she hugged him, her face changed. I was trying to think, is she good? Is she bad? Is she mad at him? Is she not? I don't know. She was saying to Rebecca last episode, mate, you should stand by your brothers. And she was like, yeah, it's complicated. And obviously, she was nice to Rebecca. She said, yeah, I wanted to see how it played out. He didn't disappoint. But then in this episode, she kind of went against Rebecca, even though, you know, I don't, do you know what I mean? She went against something that Rebecca didn't want to happen. So I thought that was interesting. Now, I thought Cole's acting in this episode was so good. The scene between him and Klaus was absolutely amazing. He looked really scared. Actually really sad that if he's going to die. Now, in terms of me being a massive fan of Cole, he's not really done many things that made me get on Team Cole. The same as the way Finn hasn't got, I'm Team Finn. But what I am doing is I'm enjoying everything that they're doing. Does that make sense? So I'm not like an advocate of them and like saying I love everything they're doing, they're my favourite character, but I am an advocate of the actions that they're physically making me watch, because everything is so entertaining, even with a scene at the end just there. But obviously, we'll go back to the Cole situation. I don't want him to die. I actually don't. I like Klaus said, well, Elijah was right, and he grabbed them both and he was like, family, you know, you're stronger together. Something like that is true. I want him, and that's why I said I want Freya to be in it, because we haven't really got a good witch. We've always, in this programme, actually, yeah, most of the witches that have been introduced are actually bad witches. Now, the Coven and the Harvest people, they was all bad witches. Not one of them was good. Like Genevieve, I actually liked Genevieve. I thought she was decent, but she was still a bad witch. She was trying to kill Hope. The actions that they was doing wasn't good ones. Davina, again, you see, I'm conflicted on Davina. I don't want her to die and I don't want her out the show. I think she would be much better on the Team Klaus, and because I think when they're bantering between them, like Tom and Jerry, you know, like going back to the last episode, they're always bickering, and when they're bantering but on the same side, I really enjoy the scenes that she's in. When she's consistently persistent and going after Klaus because she hates him, not the biggest fan. Where I want a witch that is just on Team Klaus, Elijah and Rebecca. Do you know what I mean? Like a Bonnie. I ain't got a bad word to say about Bonnie. She is a sick witch. Pretty much everything that happens in the Vampire Diaries is successfully done because she has helped and she's been part of that team. Now, the Michelsons currently don't have anybody like that, and that is the role I want Freya to take. I want Freya to take the Bonnie role in this series. I want her to be in there, I want to help her brothers. I want her to be the good witch going against, well, anything that's bad that comes in the show. Do you know what I mean? Anything that's bad, I want her to be there. I want her to be the second supernatural to the wolves, obviously to the vampires, and then boom, get her in there as the final like strength of the team. Now, I still don't know if she's good or bad, and I can't wait to find out with that one. But obviously, we're going in here. Finn, he's located it. He's gone after it. She's helped. He's gone to that house. He's fought Elijah. It was actually really good. He threw a pickaxe at the back of him, stabbed him in the front, drew like a line so he couldn't get him. Elijah's obviously died. Luckily, Camille's not in the house. She's out with the baby. And then, like you say, what stemmed from that is he's got back in the house, Elijah, after he's woke up, after Finn's trying to look for him. Cole and Rebecca got together, done a spell, and I actually thought Cole might die here, obviously because he's getting weak because he's hexed, and but he actually successfully done it. He channeled Klaus, he put his life on the line, which is interesting, and they managed to break the spell, and Cole actually stayed alive. Now, we've seen it a few times. Sometimes when a spell is too strong, it overwhelms them and they pass out and they obviously perish. It's happened to Bonnie, it's happened to her grands. So I'm glad that it didn't happen to Cole. And like I said, I actually don't think that Cole is going to get the hex reversed, but I actually do think that there's got to be some sort of way that gets done later down the line. There's always a counter to some sort of spell, to some sort of action, to some sort of supernatural ability. There's always a second counter. So I'm hoping that maybe later on, obviously, we find that out. But the overwhelmed Finn, he was screaming, they were screaming, everyone was screaming. He's dropped the spell. The vampires, they was going after, obviously, the alphas. They all dropped. The alphas kind of survived. I think one of them might have got bit, but most of them went inside that house. What I thought was intriguing is Marcel ran in there, yet he wasn't invited. Interesting. And what obviously stemmed from that is Haley's come and said, look, mate, we need to accelerate this marriage. We need to get married ASAP because Finn's just going to come back stronger. He's going to come back with more people, and he's not going to stop until he gets Hope. Now, again, I do like it. Cammy's driving towards the house. Elijah's sat in there waiting for the gas to come because he obviously the pipe, he could smell it, it was coming out. The baby stopped the car, my opinion. Baby stopped the car. Elijah's gone after Finn, took his ring off, blew up. I don't know if he's, I'm assuming that he's got out Elijah. He's obviously not going to kill himself. Now Finn is surely dead unless he's jumped and got into a different body. I don't know. Intrigued. And then obviously the baby just started the car again, chilling, and drove back to the house. Now obviously I was taking a mick at Elijah's shit plaster placement. You know, the cut was like here, he put like the plaster here, like literally nowhere near the head. But obviously played into the story, which is great, kind of like Kai with the pager, the Vampire Diaries, where she looked and she was like, oh, there's no blood there. Took it off, it's healed. She thought that obviously Elijah put his blood in it. I think the baby's done it as well. I think obviously when she was inside Haley, when Tyler tried to transition that guy, that it was sired to the baby. And he made it look like it was sired to Haley. I thought it was sired to the baby though. So again, that is another interesting one that I can't wait to find out. But I thought this episode was really, really enjoyable. I thought the acting was amazing. I thought all the stories, every single story, I'm really interested in. Whether it's we're going down the Finn route, trying to go after Hope, whether we've got Freya, that she's in the story. With the Dahlia, we've not even seen, is she going to come back? Is she going to hunt them down? We've got Elijah trying to get his self-control back. We've got Haley and Jackson. They're going to try and accelerate the marriage so that they can get the wolves. You know, we've got Cole. He's dying. Is he going to stay alive? I don't know. Rebecca back in the show, he said that he's going to try and get her into her old body, but is she going to get into it? We've got Klaus. He let his family channel him. He was down. Cole could have killed him. Don't know. He's scared. He's trying to have to hope as well. We've got this door open now. We've got Finn and Esther in there. Is Klaus going to go in? He's going to take them out. He's got the White Oak State. Why not? He doesn't like any of them. He can end those problems. All of them storylines I am enjoying. There isn't one that I don't want to watch. Every single one of them is keeping me hooked. I don't care what episode that we tune in and we get, because that's how good this is. It's got so much going on that I'm intrigued with everything. I've just got to say, 2 thumbs up for me. Absolutely fantastic. Loving the show. Again, I know we're on season 2 and I've watched season 1, but I've got to thank you guys for actually telling me to watch it, because I am fucking loving it, mate. If you guys did love it as well, please smash a like and a button. It helps the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.